Welcome to Procedure Flow. This is a quick little training video for end users. Procedure Flow turns complicated processes and procedures into a series of small, consumable action flows that help you to become an expert faster. You can dig into step-by-step instructions when you need them without searching or reading pages of documentation. And once you've completed a step, you simply can click on your back button in your browser and it'll take you back to where you left off in the process. You'll see this yellow glow. Let's talk about the shapes. A blue action shape represents a direct action that must be taken by either clicking a sublink or asking a customer a question or advising them of something. A yellow decision diamond represents a choice, exception, or maybe a fork in the road. Depending on the answer, you'll follow a different path or different steps. A green data shape represents information that you should take note of and remember because you might need it later on in the process. So write it down or make a mental note. This purple backstory, it just provides additional information or context around the process. The pink end shape usually represents the end of the process, or maybe it's a call closing or the end of the call. This red critical shape represents information that's really important and if missed could have a massive impact on quality or to the customer. Let's talk about recommending changes. All employees, especially seasoned or experienced employees, can contribute by sharing your knowledge and experience to make the flows better. If you see something in this flow and you wanted to make a recommendation or a change to it, you simply would click on your draft. Clicking on your draft takes a photocopy of the processes that are in the live environment. Click on Edit off to the right, this blue box, and you'll get this editing canvas. You can simply pull action boxes or a decision box or the data box that I was talking about, the green box, over to your editing canvas and add it. You can resize it. You can click on the connector and add an arrow and reshape it. Once I'm done this, I would save and close my change. And then I would recommend the change and send it to the process owner. So I would review changes and just put a reason for why the change was made. Submit your approval. And you'll see this side-by-side comparison. This is what's live, and this is your draft. And you'll see if we scroll over, what's changed is in green. The person who's approving this processes will see the exact same thing and can decide to push this approval to the live environment or send it back to you for additional changes. You also have the opportunity to cancel your approval. So you can click on cancel as long as it hasn't already been approved yet and delete your draft. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Let's talk about change history. Our workplaces are changing every single day. So to stay up to date on what's changing, when you log in daily, make sure you check out the change history. You can then look at the changes that have happened. Maybe there's new product information, or maybe there has been a change in a process. Simply by clicking on that change, you get to see that same side-by-side comparison so you can see what's changed. Let's talk about favorites. If you have a favorite process that you use regularly, you can actually go down and select that as a favorite. So you can just click this little star and it will pop up over here in your favorites list. And then you can directly drill down into those processes when you need them. Let's talk about searching for flows. You can search for your favorite flows simply by entering the words in the search flow box over here. So let's say I was looking for the potholes, repairs. It would come up here and you could click on it. It'll take you directly to that process. So how do you learn more about procedure flow? You can simply go to help.procedureflow.com. There are lots of tips and tricks to being a contributor, to mapping processes, on creating subflows, and all kinds of different information here in our most popular articles, or you can see them by the type of user or profile you have. We hope you enjoy using procedure flow and get creative with mapping all of your employee processes.